But I never had a fence. Or maybe an electric one when I was a kid to keep us hemmed up at night. It's about a wall, you idiot, she said. Someone behind me smells bad. That's a problem I've been having for years. The same with poems, that one by Frost with the wall I didn't know there was an about. Why the shortness? Why the jumble of nonsense words, Bob? Why? Why cut it off there? Why interrupt yourself like that? Why not just say what you mean? It's about a wall, you idiot, she said. It's funny to talk about celebrities. Nothing funnier. Slip one into your next cocktail conversation at an unexpected yet apropos point. How did I get to writing instruction manuals, you ask? Ask yourself this. Boil a pot of reishi mushrooms, then distill all alone. Make sure no one sees you. This is key. Believe me, I know what key is. It's all about the very most essential component of that moment, but the moment passes. I hear the word, then I fight out the rhythm, then I fill in the blanks. The jujube. The sore candy in the throat has passed through Croatian hands before arriving here. Receive it in reverent reference, yes, but also a bit bloated. Pass it by. Turn off the gas. Makeup. It's as if Rod Smith and Eric Burden share a booth. In the yellow book, you'll find my observations about your program. Take a little off the top. That never hurt nobody. Honest and embarrassing are like natural and organic. So you have some anxiety about your whiteness and you decide to share. So you have no anxiety about your whiteness and you decide to appropriate. So you think it's important to have a discussion on your terms with that hat and those glasses on, with that skirt suit and that pancake cameo. So you once learned a new language when you were in college and you're still there but teaching. So you perform. A good way to say I didn't mean it. I don't mean. Anne Waldman can talk about it. Fannie Howe can talk about it. Bernadette Mayer can talk about it. Charles Bernstein can talk about it. Leslie Scalapino can talk about it. Could. White people in a black room. You've got nothing new. To get back to the thistle, I could hear myself breathing in the jar. Someone quoted me back to me. I thanked him in my acknowledgments. Did Chris Kraus and Christopher Cross ever cross paths? I can't recognize people's faces. I don't process their look. Where's the record of my things? The fossil of my watching? What kind of questions are these? Someone stole my notebook and wrote, Pooty, West Virginia. I didn't write that, though I can accept Pooty, West Virginia as my own thought, own child. Is that normal? On Craigslist there's an ad looking for normal human to share house. There's always that ad that's the seek. The demand is never maxed for normal human, so no. Because poetry is something pre-demand or super-demand or extra-demand or facto. Poet does not fulfill demand like order. The poet demands the Maria Callas in every room. I think improvising is a science. 3 women take 3 wild walks into the future. That's as high as I can count. We will wear shoes in our houses. We will sleep and bathe with our shoes on. We will absorb these rules like a salt bath. We will Google you when you're someone else. Usually there are 2 animals at my feet. Call me Dick. I'm not your recoding machine anymore. Color me a wax paper like they used to. Scratch it off in between sugar babies and your fat in a scooter, the 90s. These are hosed down times. Some people just live to say hose. I've got a lot of lessons and I'm pinking them out. Yes, a swimming pool can sometimes be a weapon. That girl you made fun of for smiling all of grade school, she's on TV now. Look at me getting my picture on a pony. Isn't that just like Joe Brainerd to say squeeze? Wasn't I a child celebrity? Your childhood is wearing me out. Every time someone comes by, it's a white pickup. I'm not done with that yet. Please leave it alone. He says, I don't know what to make, in a book of art experiments, mostly about the art word. Life over my hammy. Now I can't get rid of that. You can never unhear it. That's so rapey. It's not my fault I carry my penis in my pocket. Blame my overfemme mama. Sure, the gash is good, but you don't have to flaunt it. Circus of the straight skirt, we walk this way toe-to-toe until we never call each other again. I never call each other. Just try to get me on a phone. Or did I already call you to say that? Can't you see I'm trying to divest of familiars? And then you walked into the bar, surried, saddled, sallied, sidelined. Some people have what is called a comfort zone. Come, let us pee on it. Two blondes in a bar make one very difficult Kim Novak. Dipstick. Of course, Leslie Gore. Such balls. I don't think I've ever said that before. But you do agree how well it applies. Are you sure I'm using this thing correctly? 1,000 times I tried to separate my face from your plant. The sticky ribbons and the outside of the seating furniture really bring me all the way down. Some things there's no other way to say. I remember everything, but only sometimes. This is not a written document, but a lampshade. Someone else is working while I sit here speaking into my anus-sized profile, perfect ball-tip pen. Look, I'm a camera. You posted about me, so I liked you. I was the pants in every situation. Girls like you, they just don't get plucked for the team. I had to choose red or blue, so I left my shirt on the field. There was a minivan and a cul-de-sac, and you know the rest. My own little Studio 54. I confess I do not believe in time. I had a texty question, but I kept talking. All the way up to the third act and into the scene where she smashes the chair to bits in a fit of man-hating misogyny. It's funny, it's a gas, it's a doll named Jessica. A real, live girl. A Cabbage Patch fantasy of narrative reality. I had enough, and I took it outside. I street-fought my sister, or a little girl named Steffi, whose mother was busy having cancer. I fought her, because that's the kind of kid I am. Get out of the room, Amy Carter. My parents want to kill you still. Still angry about the angry women, the ones who won't take their sex changes easy like the pill. There are only 3 of anymore. We stand like trees. This is that child. This is the child I don't have but have. This is Amy Carter speaking. Can you hear me from the den?